Welcome to the Act Now Education Podcast, where military service members, veterans, and spouses get real knowledge, tools, and access to achieve their next mission in life. No fluff, just real talk, real resources. Let's get to work.
How's it going, everyone?
It's going. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in.
I hope you are feeling good today.
What's up?
I hope you are feeling better today.
Oh, you see, the cover is slow. Yeah, it's working. I'm working on it. Thank you.
You need some skin toner on that.
Yeah. You see, yeah. I'm just gonna have a little scar. It'll go away. Yeah, they just said I had a fractured spine and a contusion, but I'm good. I'm back at it. Back to the normal, previously scheduled events. Well, so if you're joining us for the first time, let me highlight myself a bit. Yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, my name is Jay Salters. I'm the founder of Act Now Education. I'm active duty military. Been in the military for 22 years. I'm a cryptologic warfare officer. Enjoy what I do in the military. Enjoy a lot of what the military's taught me. Had a lot of great mentors, and that's kind of transitioned into this, or what you'll see today. And so being able to be in the military has taught me a lot about service for others, supporting one another and the community. Military community is very unique in terms of like the camaraderie. You really can't find that anywhere else. And it's something that, whether you're a military spouse, veteran, transition service member, dependent, you have that connection, right? And so if this is your first time joining us, welcome to your new tribe. What we typically talk about is just different resources and opportunities. We cover down on a lot of different opportunities and resources that are free to the military community. There's over 40,000 different resources out there. Not a lot of times people know what's available, so we try to touch base on it. Everyone on my team, including myself, are all volunteers. None of us get paid for what we do, and any donations that we receive, 100% goes back to the military community. We're probably one of the only organizations that could say that because it's really focused on being able to support one another and really being able to support people who are in need. Today, we're going to run down a couple of different things, just programs and resources. We have VertForce on the line, and we're going to touch base on some programmatics that's coming up. And then we're going to run through how to get access to our Coursera and then, or access to Coursera, and then how to get access to our Career Compass. If you joined us last week and you don't have any feedback from your Career Compass, most likely your account is created. You just have to log on. So we've been realizing that a lot of people don't get indication emails. And so we'll talk about that as well. But before I kick off, does anyone have any questions? Aside from why I have scars on my face, which was a really fun story that happened 2 weeks ago, but I'll spare people the details.
Yeah,
No?
I have a question about the teaching program that you have.
Yes. Are you a veteran?
Yeah, I'm a veteran.
Okay. Did you message me or no?
Yeah, send you the
Okay.
text.
I'm tracking you. You're one of the first people I'm going to be reaching out to once we kick it off. Cool?
Okay,
All
good.
right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. NY, do we have the I think we do have it. Let's see. Just real quick, just want to know where you stand. If you can, please fill out that form real fast just to let us know where you are so we know what to gear it towards. This helps us kind of navigate our conversation, depending on how many people we have first time repeat offenders. We love our repeat offenders and our loyal attendees and our first timers. But I definitely want to make sure I cover on like everything depending on who we have. So, all right, shout out. We got some veteran spouses in the building. Yes.
The only thing I see here, a couple of questions in there, some, in regards to access to Career Flow or Career Compass for those who attended previous. I'm sure you're going to touch on it later on. So the flow of this conversation here for the newcomers, is basically for the first hour, we'll just talk about different things. At the top of the hour, we're going to share the code and the method of how to get access to Career Compass. All right, so after, going to show you, Jay's going to go through the quick walkthrough of how to get access to Career Compass. And then, yes, some people are asking about, for example, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had the Act Now Summit, and we have about 500 names. I'm sure some of you guys are seeing the list here. If you follow Jay on LinkedIn or Facebook or something like that, it's about 500 plus people who got access to different certifications. So, for example, for the CSM course or something like that, Michael, if your name is not on the list, basically the CSM course is going to be a class, so you have to be part of those who get access to the slot in order to access it. But I don't know if Jay, you want to take on a couple, additional thing here, because people say, hey, if somebody does not show up, can they take, do we have a wait list, so to speak? So I don't know if you want to do that or not. Wait list. Unfortunately, you might have to, because some people sign up for stuff, say, hey, I commit to attend. And then, life gets in the way and they might not be able to make it for that day when the class starts. So,
yeah, so we definitely always have a wait list for any course that we run. Just because, things happen, life happens. And so, we'll be sharing that information out, but we will contact you if you're alternate for one of the courses. So just keep that in mind. But yeah. Yeah. Cool. Any other question?
No, again, it's just asking when the classes will start. So for
so if you have any questions about any of the certification stuff, we will contact you directly. If you are a winner, you will check your email, because you'll get an email from us and correspondence on when the class starts. Are you good for the class? And you have to sign a commitment to complete letter. And so all those things will be emailed to you or reached out to you. So just be on the lookout for that. I know, for instance, folks that are part of the SHRM course, they've already been reached out to, but not everyone replies. So just make sure you check your emails if you're on that list. Some of the things are easier than others. If you have a professional certificate, that should all be done in like one fell swoop. So that'll probably be done like next week. Everyone will get access to that. But in terms of like the actual cohorts and things, and when they start, you'll get that all follow up in email. There's a lot of message traffic. If you guys look at it, we gave out AWS, CompTIA, Scrum, product owner, SHRM, and so that is. I probably won't do it the same way next year, but it is definitely a logistical nightmare because of all the certifications we have to order, and then we have to reach out to the people, confirm that they're going to take it, do it, and so just know, it is a process. And like I said, we are not here fully manned, and so this is a weekend warrior type thing for us, and so we're trying to get done as much as possible. But just be on the lookout for that, and then we'll definitely follow up with you.
So the only thing I would just say again, take it for what it's worth, okay? And take it in the spirit it's given, all right? So for the certifications and everything like this, as if you have missed it on the way that Jay explained it in the beginning, small bootstrap operation, just volunteers trying to do what we can to help and assist our fellow brothers and sisters in arms. Meaning, we don't have full-time paid staff, any secretaries or business development people, or somebody's going to just man the phones, and send the emails as needed and things like this. We're trying to help. But again, no matter what, please feel free to take advantage of the situation. All right, pay attention, check your emails or anything like that. If you send out an email, don't expect a response like 2 minutes later. Okay, again, all this stuff is free. All right, whether you get a SHRM or SEC Plus or anything like this, everything is free to those who got it. Okay, so when you receive that access, for example, take advantage of it, go study for the course, pass course, and at the end, don't ghost us. Post about it on LinkedIn or your social media of choice, especially LinkedIn, because if the tree fell in the woods and no one is there to hear it. Again, did it really fall? Okay, that's all. Ramjit, I'm not patronizing. I'm just sharing stuff. We've been doing this, me and Jay, for about 3+ years. Okay.
Yeah, we've been on it.
Okay, well, it comes across as patronizing. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Right? Am I right or wrong?
I'll withhold my comment, but I understand where you're coming from.
All right. So we got some questions. Tara, what you got?
Yeah, for us who didn't necessarily win anything from the summit, which is okay. I know that we have the code at the end of this that we can utilize to basically apply for like the Splunk stuff. I haven't heard anything about that. Like, I know it says like you have to be on the summit, then you apply and stuff like that. So I know like you've been out and hurt. And so I just don't know if like first you're doing the cohort and then we get access to the Splunk stuff through Act Now. I was just trying to understand what that looks like.
So for the Splunk stuff, that's independent of us. That's independent of the summit. The only thing we did for the summit was we gave out Splunk certifications, whereas normally you would have to go through the 22 courses that are available, and then you can take advantage of the Splunk certification. So once you get access to the Splunk site and you're able to take the courses, you complete the courses, then you follow back up with us and let us know you completed them, and then we'll get you access to we'll get you access to the certifications.
Okay, that sounds good. Because I was just wondering, because I had applied for them last time and then this time, and I was like, just kind of wondering about the process of how that works, like outside
Yeah.
of the summit.
So you guys gotta, definitely for sure. That's the process. Is real simple. But the problem is we are really backed up in terms of like trying to answer all the replies that we got, and so we're trying to do as best as we possibly can. But myself alone, I have about 15+ hundred emails and messages related to certifications, and so it takes us time. It just takes us time. Like I said, I'm definitely going to figure something out and get some people to help us out full time eventually, because this is it is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot to manage, but we try to do what we can, like I said, and we're trying to be able to help everybody as much as we can. So thank you for being patient. Absolutely. All right, we have Nikita.
Did you mean Nita?
No, I just added extra words to your name. I'm sorry. How you doing?
You know what? And this is why I'm on, because it looks like I may have won, but you spelled my name wrong. I think it's Nitra.
Did I spell it wrong? Okay.
On the announcement on LinkedIn, it looks like you put NITRA, Young, versus NITA.
Okay, I might have
So
done
I
that.
just wanted to bring that to your attention because I wasn't sure. I was like, did I win or not sure? But even if I did, I just wanted to
What
make
was
sure
it?
that you.
What was it that you?
Ayla.
Yeah, it was the design product design.
Yeah, that was you.
Okay, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. And then one other thing I wanted to ask, I know you're very busy, and I'm working on volunteering. I sent you a message through your website in reference to coaching. I'm not sure if you were able to see that, but it's basically Partners in Change provides coaching. Did you see that by any chance?
No, I have not.
Okay,
Like I said, I've been inundated, but yeah,
okay,
I
no
will get
worries.
to it. I
Okay.
got you. I
No,
will
and I just
definitely
wanted
try.
to put it out on the platform for anyone who's interested in volunteering as a coach or needing coaching. I don't know if that's, Partners in Change provides that across the country, and we just need coaches. And if you know someone who needs coaching, of course. So sure.
Okay, absolutely. Definitely, I would drop your LinkedIn so that people can follow up with you in the chat. Okay, cool. Paris,
Hi, Jay.
how you doing?
I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too.
I'm doing good. I can't
Um,
complain.
so we spoke a bit last week about dependence, if you recall the conversation, and it was just like a great experience speaking with you, and I'd love to continue the conversation via LinkedIn. I've sent a connection request and all of that, and I'd just love to explore more about like dependence and like kind of figuring out more information for the process that we can potentially share with others as well.
Okay, absolutely. We should probably do like a dependence session to cover all the resources related to that. Yeah, let us figure that out, and so we can be able to put that together and be able to support you on that. So I think that would be good because we've been trying to figure out what to do for dependence specifically, and I know we have the Coursera thing coming up, but I think it'll be beneficial for people to tap in and get their dependents involved as well, just so they can show what opportunities are out there. So yeah, well, I'll follow up with you. That it won't be a right away thing. It'll probably be. I'm being honest. After we do the MIC, I'll be good to go. But yeah, Nick is in September, so sometime after September, I'll probably look to be doing something like that. Cool.
All right, thank you. Also, I was wondering about you mentioned last time as well, like UX UI opportunities that you had understandings about, and I was wondering if you could share some of those as well.
As far as there's a couple of different things. Are we talking about certifications? Are we talking about just getting hands-on experience? What direction are you talking about?
I'm talking about hands-on experience as well as a as a recent graduate. It's just I would love to understand a little more about that landscape.
Okay. I won't be able to do it on this call, but we should be able to figure something out to where we can touch base on that. Mainly in the cohorts, we mainly talk about like different career opportunities. We have a cohort coming up, Service to Success. Actually, I was supposed to receive a message from Nicole, which you remind me. Let me see. But we have a Service to Success cohort coming up, and that typically gets more down on the weeds. We're talking about like career opportunities, different paths and different tracks. And so, if anything, I would highly recommend you attend that. It launches mid-October. I mean, sorry, not mid-August. Let me see. Yeah, she sent it to me. Let me I'll send you guys the link real fast here. Let me do this real fast. And that way, if you are interested in joining it, and I'll talk a little bit about it. Do we have Vertforce on the line? Oh, okay. I guess they're not online today. So I'll talk a little bit about the cohort so you can kind of get a good understanding, but let me send myself this message so I can put it on. Give me 1 second. All right, and this is going to be the link for it. But the cohort called Service to Success is about this one should be 7 weeks long. And what we do is we essentially walk you through how to get unstuck and how to get from being lost when it comes to job search and job opportunities and career progression. Myself, Nicole, and Anwar teach it, and we bring you a plethora of resources that really help you dial down into your own path, your journey. Questions that you should be asking yourself, things to help you better understand what your career options are and opportunities, and how to create a realistic plan to actually execute and get into a job. We've had multiple success from this program. A lot of people get hired. And then in the program, we also provide you with opportunities to get certifications. And there's a job portion, a hiring fair aspect. And so you'll actually get to apply everything that we've taught you to a direct hiring fair that we put on with employers. And so you can touch base and see it. Anyone online that's complete the Service Success, mind chiming in? I know I could talk about it, but I would prefer someone else that's gone through it to talk about their experience.
I've done it.
Dave, yep. Dave, go ahead. All floor is all yours.
Yeah. So if you whether you're transitioning or you've been in the workforce for years, the Service to Success is very applicable. the things you learn are just very intuitive that you can apply, whether it's getting job coached or whether you're working on your resume, your elevator pitch, how to maximize your LinkedIn and networking. There is a ton of information that you get, and you'll be a better candidate because of it.
Appreciate you. Thank you for that. And like I said, the opportunity also provides you with possible opportunity to get a cert. We had a few people knock out their Sec Plus on that one, and then some people work on their PMP as well. And then we had a bunch of people get Scrum certification as well. So depending on what it is that you're doing, it's a great opportunity. Here is the link for registering for it. I'm gonna drop it in the chat for everyone, so don't type anything. Service to Success cohort, and remember, it's going to kick off in the next August. I mean, the middle of August. And it's about, like I said, a few weeks long, and it'll be in the afternoon. Most of the classes in the evening. Most of the classes be in the evening, and it'll be myself, Nicole teaching majority, and then we'll have other people jump on and anything to add value to you. And like I said, we really make sure we dial in and really help you out. We've had people really frustrated about the hiring market, their perspectives, and it's just life is a lot easier when you hear from other people going through similar struggles, and you kind of figure out ways to kind of go after it from a different perspective. And so that's why we enjoy doing it. But that's the link. If you're interested, sign up for it. Yeah, we're limited spots, but it's a good cohort to go through.
I did want to add that it's also, you end up with a great support system. Some of the people that were in my group, we still meet every other week or so.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's not like, touch points it's a community, building community, getting connected to people. And you just never know. Then people will tell you, hey, there's an opportunity, or this opportunity. Have you looked into this? I can give you countless stories of how not us, but people within the cohort helped each other either overcome, something, or be able to find an opportunity that changed their lives. And that's what we try to focus on, being able to provide that environment. Cool. All right.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
No worries. The link is for Service to Success cohort. That's what the link is for. If you're just joining. Okay. Now, what I'm going to go through is I'm just going to go through our program, our career flow, so you can get a good understanding of what that looks like and have a bit of perspective on that. And then on the hour, like I said, we'll give out the information for Coursera and information for Splunk, so that you have that, so you can go ahead and tap in. But
if you don't mind, Jay, Vertforce is not here, but in the chat, I'm just gonna post the usual spiel that she posts before, information about Vertforce and things like that. Connect the link to their job board for anybody. So basically, if anybody is not familiar with Vertforce, they are a company that was created by this military spouse, Kimber Hill, and they provide some jobs, career portable, what they call them. All right, remote mainly and things like that. All right, so they have this stuff here on the chat. And then also, before we had this guy, Steve Marlowe from VetsinTech, he posted about a couple of classes I saw in the chat. Somebody is paying for their own Sec Plus, for example. You don't have to pay for your Sec Plus. If you sign up with them, there's Sec Plus courses every month where they provide you with the actual course and the actual exam voucher. They have classes about basic Python, and they're starting stuff for AI ML and PMP courses. There's last time, I think, when he mentioned PMP, they have a course in like August and September or something like that. That comes with a voucher for PMP. So I posted that in the chat for anybody who's interested. Reach out and do your thing. All right. Over to you, man.
A quick question for you folks. For those who know Act Now Education, we recently got this review, and we try to make sure that, people are not feeling like they're being duped in any type of way, because there's a lot of organizations out there that do that. We're not trying to be one of those. And so if you are familiar with us and our processes, I mean, we're just looking for feedback. If you agree to this, please let us know. Just write it in the comments on this post so that we can address it, because I don't want anyone to feel like we're offering fake stuff and we're asking people to give five. I've never, ever asked anyone to give a 5-star review, but I may be mistaken on how I'm communicating. So please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments so that we can definitely touch base on this. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to share this link with you guys as well. Because like I said, we try to be as transparent as possible. And if there's a way for us to prove, please let us know. Well, I know we're not doing everything correctly, but we are trying to help the military community as best as we possibly can. But if people feel like we're salesy, then I need to speak to the board about that so we can figure out what we need to do to change that. Cool. Awesome. All right. I'm going to put it in the comment on this post. But yeah, please feel free to get with us. All right. Cool. Let me get into the good stuff now. Question. Does anyone live in Maryland? Better question. Does anyone live in Maryland that has kids in Maryland that are between the ages of 10 to 17?
Yes.
Tara? You're saying Tara? Tara, you have kids? How old are your kids?
Year-old. I have a 13-year-old. Yeah, those are the two that fall within. I have 4 kids, but those are the two that fall within.
Do they have a PlayStation 5?
Um, no,
Do they want
that's
one?
all.
Do you want one?
Bring it on down
Okay.
if you'd like to give me one.
Yes. So I'm going to give you one. Can you please message me on LinkedIn and I'll bring it to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you so
Cool.
much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right.
See, now you are being salesy, Jay.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Thank you.
How dare you give something for nothing?
Jay didn't ask for autographs or anything like that, or pictures or anything like that. Come on. Or he didn't even say, you should say something in LinkedIn about it either.
Oh, yeah.
Hint, hint, tap, tap.
That's funny. Here we go. All right. So Career Compass. So let me show you what this looks like so everyone can get a better understanding. That's not sharing? Wait, maybe I didn't share it right.
You're sharing the entire screen.
Okay, there it goes.
Now you're sharing your stuff. Yeah.
All right. Don't mind my 1,000 tabs. I'm a 1,000 tabber. I love it. It helps my ADHD. Did I say that right? ADD. All right. So, folks, so when you get access to the Career Compass, it actually is through CareerFlow. CareerFlow is a company for profit that they help people land jobs. They have AI resume builder, automatic job tracking, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, and a bunch of other things. Really cool platform, great tool, awesome opportunity. And there is a cost. So just know that. So if you go there, you can sign up for free, but there is a cost to it, right? Getting on it. However, I worked with the CareerFlow team to be able to provide the platform that we created with them at no cost to the military community. They're avid supporters of the military community. They don't have any military background, but they're just thankful to be able to help the military community. So what we were able to create was our version of CareerFlow, which is called Career Compass. And this is what it looks like. It's essentially a job tracker all in one. It's a hub that if you're looking for opportunities, resources, and things of that nature, this will help you kind of get after that. You can work on resumes in here. So you can tailor your resumes and they'll tell you based off of the job description, So the PD that you provide, the job description of the job position that you put in there, the information that you provided, it will tell you based off of this, what's the overall score on your resume, and if you need to tailor it. There's like a one-click button to tailor the resume or a highlight aspects of it that you need that's on the job description that's not on your resume, but it definitely will help you out. Please understand these tools are tools. You can use a sledgehammer to nail a picture in the wall, or you can use a hammer to nail a picture in the wall. Just depending on what you use, you have to use these tools accordingly. So understand that these are just tools. Don't expect them to do all the work for you, but you can get a lot better product and quality if you use some of these tools to help you out. The other thing we have in here is a job tracker, as I mentioned before, and it allows you to put the jobs in here so you can track what jobs are you kind of looking at, whether you're interviewing, if you've been offered, rejected, so on and so forth. And this just allows you to say, like, if someone calls you back and says, hey, we have interested in interviewing you, it keeps everything understandable, right? And so it's not something that's like crazy. It's just more so like helps you track. If you're reaching out to 1,000 companies in a month, it is hard to know what jobs you apply for or who they are, but it'd be good if you had them all in one database, right? Now, on top of that, right, if you are looking for jobs specifically, please understand that this database here helps you find opportunities. And so in here you see there's 73,000 jobs. It used to be millions, but we changed it because we want to be able to cycle out the roles so that you guys can see what's available. And so you'll go through here, and the good thing about this, it takes you directly to the site. And this is not something that's like, we're not playing the man in the middle. And so if you apply to a role and you want to apply, it's going to actually take you to wherever that site is. Do keep in mind, these jobs are up and running. And so if they get filled, they'll say that so that when you come here, it may not be available, but just keep on continuing to search through a job, figure out the qualifications and what it is. One thing to note, if you are doing, like, say, for instance, you're interested in this job. I'm not a software engineer. I don't do cloud, but let's say I was interested in doing this role and I wanted to see what skill sets of mine as a electronic warfare, cyber security, SIGINT focused person, what skills of mine will transfer over to this. I would then take this job description, copy and paste this whole thing, go into ChatGPT. Actually, let's just do it. Let's just do this. Just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
Hey, Jay,
yes.
The easy part would be hit the C, go back to that page and hit the C, and it actually add the C icon on your browser on the far right.
Yeah.
That'll add it into your system, and then you'll get all the details to copy into ChatGPT.
Oh, which one do I click?
The extension.
Open sidebar.
Which one? Open sidebar. All right, open sidebar, and then
save the portal.
Save the portal. All right. So what this is doing is this is saving it to our portal. Okay, now I have it in my portal. Open my portal. And it should be in my portal coming up here.
Sorry, Jay, I got you on a side trip.
No worries, no worries. We love the side journeys. Everyone loves the side journeys. No worries. It helps people. So
go. I think you need to go to the job seekers and look at the dashboard.
Okay, let's see. Oh no, this is okay.
No,
wait,
that's
this
yours.
this is not my. This is the coaching account. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's saved to my actual portal. Job tracker.
It should be the bottom one.
Right. Was it this one? No, this is 3 months ago. No, there's probably something wrong. Don't worry, folks. Is essentially probably the I have a coaching account and a what's the name account. So I think it is trying to add it to my coach account because my coach account is connected, not my private account. But anyway, it would normally come into here like this. So I'm just going to show you how to do it the other way.
So for everybody else, what Tom is trying to share also, if you get access to this website, the career flow here, once you get access from Act Now, there's a Chrome extension that you will be able to download, and it will do some of this other side quests, side jobs, makes easier navigation. You can add these type of jobs to your job portal, job tracker, and things like that. Apply for it and everything. Jay is sharing his screen for anybody else. If you are on your cell phone or iPad, maybe you'll just have to switch screens to be able to share to view the actual share screen of what he's trying to demonstrate in here.
All right, I'm just going to click on this software development engineer. I have this background, but anyway, I'm not apply. I meant to click on save.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going great. I just have a question. This is a great application. And my question is, how do we gain access to the Act Now? I'm actually looking at Career Flow AI online, but I'm trying to use your portion, the Act Now application piece of it. Is there a specific way that you need to sign in or?
Yeah, we will go over that towards the end.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to take that role. I'm just showing you guys something real quick. All right. I am a EW and cyber security. That's not security role? No. EW and cyber, electronic warfare. Because it might get confused. EW and cybersecurity project. I'm going to say project manager. And Navy. Please tell me what skills of mine are connected to this role. Nothing special, folks. And I put the role down here. Actually, I should say what connected. Translate. Let me put translate. It's a better word.
And another thing you can do real quick, just a quick tidbit. If you have Microsoft Edge, you can right click anywhere on the screen on the web page or the resume or whatever. The job posting.
Yeah.
And then click on web capture, and then do full screen, and then you can paste the job description, and then you can paste your resume into ChatGPT, and you can you can say, like, take this job posting and align it with my resume. Or another thing to do is, if you're applying for or I work in the defense industry, I work at Raytheon. So if you're applying for a defense contractor, you can take the job posting and formulate your resume specifically to the job posting itself. Because a lot of these places get like thousands of applicants at any one time, and unfortunately they're looking for buzzwords.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate that. That's a good tidbit. So definitely keeping track of that. But there's multiple ways to do this, folks. And like I said, this is just an example. But I'm not saying, like, if I was interested in applying to this role, like, I personally don't believe I have a background for being a software developer, right? But this is telling me what aspects of my career do apply to that. And so if I'm interested in going down this route, right, I know how to expand this. And these are some talking points that I can bring when I bring to the interview. And so if that's the role I was going for, and if I was trying to get additional experience and skills. But you can do this with something that you are a little bit more familiar with and a little bit have better understanding for. I'm just showing you this is an option for you so that you can use this to leverage. So if you're not using ChatGPT or any AI to kind of help you articulate your skill sets better at our interview or prepping for a job, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity there. But I just wanted to show you that. All right.
I apologize.
One other
Go ahead.
One other recommendation I would use instead of ChatGPT, I would use Notebook LM, which is a Google tool and allows you to upload like your resume and maybe all of your history, which I've got 170 courses
Yep.
that I've taken and all that stuff. And then you could turn around and point to the job URL in it and say, how prepared am I for this job? What am I missing? And it will analyze what you've loaded in this resource notebook with that URL and pull that information and give you informations. That's my newest thing that I've been using this week, and actually using it against my own resume. It's got all my history of, the letter of commendation from a 3-star admiral that I got from doing some work for him, this and that, that type of stuff. It's all there, and it pulls that resource from that information, so you can actually just pull it right there and use it. So Notebook LM.
Oh, Notebook LM.
Yeah, you got it. It's right there.
Okay. It's a free thing from Microsoft from Google.
And it's nice because you can put several different items in there. So if you want to put all the Act Now brochures in there, and then you turn around and say, hey, I need to know about last time they talked about Scrum, you can actually pull all that information out of that notebook and get it right there in front of you.
That sounds like an awesome tool.
I'm writing instructions for it right now.
It will create a podcast for you on your material.
Yeah, it does create podcasts for you. I send it off to somebody because I have a background of wealth of information on different topics. I'm a broad topic person, and so I fill out resumes focused on that job. But then they'll turn around. Oh, we need you to know ChatGPT, and I didn't put it in the resume. Then I sent them this 30-minute podcast where there was 2 people talking back and forth about Tom Margrave and how good he is to work with that type of job, and took the job posting and compared it with the 600 pages of information I had fed Notebook LM. I won't say 600, but worth of information, all my individual projects and stuff like that. And I also, and it does that. And I've cut it off because I'm a little bit upper in age, so I don't broadcast my all my older stuff. But I say, hey, talk about anything past 10 years old. Don't reference dates, and it pulls it out. I do my resume that way. Then I have a script. Yes.
Todd, look, this is what we're gonna need. Next week, we're gonna need you to do a class. Well, not next week, but when you have some availability, can you do a class on your Notebook LM for the community?
Well, yeah, I didn't want to open my mouth that big, but yeah.
We gotta help the people. We gotta help the people.
Yeah, I know. So just be aware that I am trying to get a job for the last 3 months. So, but hey, I'll do it for the
cause.
I can help out.
Who can help out?
Cecil Ivy. I use Notebook LM all the time.
All right, can you guys collaborate and just let us know what time frame works best for you? But I think I've never heard of it, so yeah, this is why I love. You always learn something. Even me, I always learn something. Look, I'm about to dive in because I definitely need something like that. But,
yeah, Notebook LM is free, but it's very capable in the free version, but it's even more capable when you pair it with the $20 a month Gemini subscription, and have that 2.5 LLM powering it. So it's a real good tool.
All right, so we got a Notebook LM course coming up that you guys are going to help us out. You're doing it for the culture. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I just don't want to go in depth on how to write instructions for Notebook LM.
No, yeah. It's not nothing too crazy. Just more so like helping people get familiar with it. The biggest aspect is when we tell somebody that and you start running down things, like people get overwhelmed easly, and they just need to be able to see someone take it from one step to the next.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
I can give the instructions on it, because what I do is I upload all the instructions that I use in Notebook LM and say, hey, use instruction X in this source to process these files, and way it goes. So I just have never cleaned it up to give it to the public.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Like I said, like just it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be too intricate. Just more so helping the people understand how to use the tool.
And
Cool.
not to be too AI or whatever, but I tend to learn a lot of new things in my jobs. Like I was recently given, I mean, I'm only 41, but I was recently given a project to learn Fortran and OpenVMS, if anybody knows what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I do it is I can just go into ChatGPT and I'll say, create me a guide on this subject, and it'll print it out, pretty good, pretty well to understand it. And if you have questions, you just ask Chat the prompt, So that's one thing you can do with ChatGPT is say, create me a, step-by-step instruction guide on how to use Note LM.
Yeah. We keep it as simple as possible. All right, folks, we're going to run through this so that we can touch base and give you guys the resources that you need. All right, so in here, and thank you for the input. In here, you come down to where it says organization. You'll have the resources in here. If you click on this little square, switch to grid layout. I like this layout a little bit better because it helps me find stuff. It lays it out like this. But essentially, you'll see Act Now, apprenticeship, certification discounts, childcare. So the certification discounts, so everyone's tracking. This is us applying our discount to a voucher. I know some people want to buy vouchers and they may not necessarily get one of the free ones from us. But if you are interested in buying a voucher, we'll just use our nonprofit rate. That way you get it for the nonprofit rate rather than paying the full price. It makes no sense to pay for the full price. So we have a partnership with PMI and we have a partnership with CompTIA. So we get everything at a discounted rate. So if that's what you're interested in. Then we have, certifications in here, child care resources, clothes makeovers, college and education. These programs are just different programs that are related to the particular category. So in here, like I'll show you, if you want to get your child's first year of school, college paid for, like you want their freshman year to be paid for. This is a great program. Modern Middle States is an awesome organization. Essentially, it's taking CLEPs, which is college level exam preparation, or is it exam program? Well, I forgot exactly what it stands for, but it's the college credits for different classes. And what these are is you go through the course, and it's just like for the military, like we get to take CLEPs for free. They pay for CLEPs, so they'll pay for your CLEP, whether you are a military spouse or a dependent, and you can knock out any one of these courses. As long as you get done with the majority of the coursework, they will give you the money to actually pay for your CLEP and take the CLEP. And this can help you get through a lot of that first year of school without having to come out of pocket. You see, all these classes are first year schools, first year for college, to help you your freshman year. All right, let me go back. So you got that in there. I mean, they got other bunch of programs in here. You have service to schools, which helps you get into like higher education opportunities, warriors to scholars. All these programs, Posse, veterans, they help you get into top colleges, or they help provide opportunities for you to be able to connect into top colleges and opportunities. Tutors is a free tutor program, provides you with free tutors at no cost. If you go to tutors.com, you will pay money. So don't go there. Go to tutors.com. It's the military edition, and it's free for your family. They're 24/7, so it doesn't matter if you're overseas or not. I use this extensively before we had AI, just to help me out with my writing. Right. So I could write a good page paper for 5 pages, easy day. But the minute that I had to do 10 pages, I already said everything I needed to say concisely. I felt, at least. And I was like, man, I'm just trying to come up with extra topics just to get to 10 pages. So it'd be like a 5-page paper recycle. But I use tutors to kind of help me steer my conversation and think of some other points for my writing, which helped me out tremendously. My grade point average went up a lot. And so it's a great resource there. You have coding, cyber and IT, entrepreneurship. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, there's a lot of different programs. Don't just jump into something without using some resource to help you out. Make sure you have some time that you can do it. But like all of these programs are out there to help you. You have PenFed, which gives you money for your business. So they have about $25,000 that they do grant programs to support. VetsinTech are doing a $25,000 grant as well. So like use some of these programs to better understand like how to align yourself with what your goals are. Don't try to figure it all out on your own, especially if you already got the support. Bunko Labs, you have SBA that has different opportunities for the military community. So all this stuff, Warrior Rising, all the programs, Dog Tag. Dog Tag is a program that you actually go to the facilities in DC. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, you actually run a bakery. They teach you everything about running a bakery. Now, granted, that may not be the product that you're trying to sell or anything, but it teaches you like business fundamentals. And so during the day, you're working on the marketing, sales outreach, everything that you need to do in order to sell your products and services at the store. And you're learning and getting a hands-on experience. At night, you go upstairs and you get instructed by a professor from Georgetown University that's helping you understand entrepreneurship. Really cool program. So there's a lot of different things out there, and it's all free, right? And so we got that. If you're interested in financial services, certifications, American College has a bunch of financial certifications that you can knock out. If you want to do interview prep, don't let your first interview be your first interview. Use this program called Canterful. It helps you prepare for your interview, right? And you get 3 interviews uh, overall. So you would just tell them what the job is that you're trying to apply for, and they'll walk you through questions. A live interview will walk you through questions to help you understand what it is that how best to articulate your skills, and answer questions that are related to the role. And so that way, before you even do your first interview, you already have 3 interviews done, and then you can actually go into doing your interview. And so, great program there. But all these resources are found in this. We got the job board, so there's a bunch of job boards even on this particular site. And then obviously we have the mentorship program. So if you want to connect with mentors, we got ACP, Mill Mentor. This is an awesome organization, the Commit Foundation. They take a very white glove approach to mentorship. And so if you are transitioning out and you're looking to kind of tap in to taking advantage of this one-on-one transition program, the Commit Foundation is an awesome organization for that. If you just want to touch base with somebody, just figure out what they do, Mill Mentor is great for that. We are growing this. We created this page specifically to help people connect with mentors in different industries. I don't have the ability to sit down and talk to people all the time as much as I want to. And I used to do that. Gone are the days that was the case. But I didn't log back in. Okay. For some reason I can't log in. But it's a great platform. It's real simple. You can set up a call anytime, schedule a call. And we made this just to really be able to help people, and it's free. Obviously, anything that we do is free. Then we have resume assistance program. If you're interested in resume assistance, if you're interested in certifications for real estate, if you're trying to find more about scholarships, whatever it is that you're trying to find, there are numerous resources in here that you can plug through. And Tom and Rick are actually going through this to kind of identify what resources are dead. And so if you do come across a resource that's no longer hit, please let them know and let us know so that we can be able to address that so that we can help you guys out. But even if you're trying to get certifications in here, there are a bunch of programs in here that offer certifications. There's over 50 plus different certifications that you can get from the programs that's in here. PerScholas, Empower, SANS Academy, Scrum, Boost the Books, our Act Now program, VetsinTech, VetsinTech, and then IVMF, Cloud Veterans, which Cloud Veterans is awesome because Cloud Veterans, they have a program where they're giving you all these free cloud certifications, and no one really knew about this program, but as soon as we put it out there, they end up getting inundated with people just like we normally send, and then now they're like, I think, in a 6-month wait period. But you can do this, your spouses can do this, if they are and the service member can do this, the military members family can do this. So take advantage of these programs and utilize them. But that's all here in the resources. Then you have your LinkedIn. It helps you improve your LinkedIn tab in here. It can help you write cover letters. It keeps all your contacts. And so if you have contacts that you're working through on LinkedIn, there's a tab that you actually will see on your LinkedIn once you add the extension that you can add your collaborators, your connectors, your recruiters, so on and so forth. And then there's a few other things in here. Some of this stuff you may not see on yours because they do have like a premium version where you have to pay, I think it's like $30 for 3 months or something like that, or $8 for a week or something. I forget what the price is, but if you're interested in upgrading, you can do that. It's just that know that that's going to that the organization, not us as a nonprofit. This is what we ask for, this free platform to we be able to get you some tools that you can use without having to, dig in your pocket or open your wallet. But
Jay, it's $8.99 a week.
Okay, $8.99 a week. And then let me see if it comes up with. Oh, it doesn't come up with the other pricing. But so if you,
but they do offer discounts of $15 a month for other groups, not for the Act Now group right now. So
you said $15 a month overall?
No, $15 a month discount for another user group that's using it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to, if people are interested in it, maybe I need to ask them for that. But I asked them for the free platform, so this is what they gave us.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe you've got the free platform. Maybe you should ask them for a discount to upgrade to the full pay for 15.
Okay, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
So appreciate this, Tom. And if I could interject something here, I'm the unofficial consigliere for Jay. All right. So basically, just to address, in case somebody thinks, we don't want, I don't care. Anybody has an opinion. If you want to post another 1-star review and saying, "Hey, we're a sham," or salesy or something like that, it's okay. It's cool. But I need to share with you guys what we share here, especially if somebody is new to this community. We had about 50% of you guys right now attending that are first time accessing Act Now right now and getting to discover us. Whatever we share is other organizations. We advertise them. We talk about them. Those are good organizations that we feel through interactions with them and or other members talking about them that they provide a good service to the community. Act Now Education does not receive any kickback from them if you use their services, whether it's for free or not. If we talk about, like, for example, when Jay was talking about, if you cannot get access to, like, let's say Sec Plus for free and you want to pay for it on your own, you just get the discount rate, $100 off or something like that. It's between you and CompTIA. They don't kick back anything to Act Now or something like that. So don't think we have affiliate links or anything like this that we just advertise for people. Okay? Tom, appreciate you sharing this, about Career Compass and whatnot. Again, we provide the free version. Gives you one free resume builder and a job tracker and things like that. If you want to pay the plus version, it's on you. Okay? Please understand, we don't get no feedback, no kickback, no clickbait, anything like this. I might sound patronizing. I am truly not.
Yeah, and then the reason we do that is because we don't want us to be attached to any organization like that. Like, we don't want to say, and like, granted, there's nothing wrong with people and organizations doing that. Organizations do need to support their operations. But for us, we want you to know that regardless of what it is that you see, what it is that we do, there is no hidden agenda connected to it, right? It's just value over anything else. We really want to be able to support you. And if we're looking at something, it's something that we would do, something that we would look into. And I wouldn't want to say, hey, take advantage of this. Oh, and by the way, like, believe me, there's multiple. You won't believe how many companies and organizations ask me to sell for them. And I'm like, I just don't do that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that may, but I would rather, if your goal is not to focus and support the military community and find a creative way to do that with me, then I'm not for profit doesn't mean anything to me, because at the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world and it won't solve your problems. So that's it.
That it only lets you do one resume, but there's nothing that says you can't redo that resume over and over again. So
Yes.
So what I do is I make one and then I save it locally, and then when I need another one, I make a new one, and I use the tool to make that one match the next job. So I just keep reusing that one over and over again.
Yeah,
That's how I get it.
Work it. That's how you look. This is how we get it. Look, you get it how you live. Any way you can get it, right? Let me all right, we're at that hour, so it's sharing time. So I'm going to share some of the resources for you guys so that you can get access to one is the first one I'm going to share with you is the Eventbrite. So this is for access to Coursera. So this is for the spouses and military. You just come in here, you press get ticket. It does take some time to process your account. And so it takes roughly about 2 weeks. This used to be 12,000. But ever since we started working with VTS, obviously you've seen that's the number. Now we have our own Coursera, but we don't give that out just yet because we want to include the dependents because Coursera is taking away all of the dependent related opportunities. And then for the military community, I think we're the only ones. And so we're the only ones that requested it. And so we'll be using that for the dependent program that we're rolling out with here in a few months. But you come in here.
Can you place that link in the chat, please, so that
Absolutely.
we can access
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. I was just
Thank
walking.
you.
Yeah. I was just walking through the process first.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No worries. You press 1 and then you register. They're going to ask you to verify your status, your military status, or your military affiliation. Just know that that's the process. And it does take some time. It's not a right away quick thing. So for those instantaneous related folks, this you got to work with them. Their organization is a nonprofit as well, and they have to process these as they go. And so here's the link for it and share it in the chat. Oh, it's already shared. Look, Kevin's on it. Appreciate it. But Kevin just shared the link. Here's the link again. If you need it, definitely. Oh, see, somebody got theirs in 3 days. It really just depends on who it is. But I typically tell people it takes about 2 weeks because that's what I've seen, like some worst case scenarios, about 2 weeks. Coursera. So here is the Coursera link. All right. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how to get access to the Career Compass account. And so for this, you have to come to the Act Now Education website. And on here, click on Career Compass. And you have to enter this code. The code is going to be for today. Let me pull it up. Everything is a process with us, folks.
The code is 2094437. I'm going to post it in the chat.
Okay. And so use this code.
2094437.
This code is only good for this week. Next week, it will change. And so every week, every time we do a weekly rundown, it changes. So please write this down so that you have it, so that you get access to it. Because if you email me or message me saying, Jay, I forgot the code, I probably will not get to your email until like months later or weeks later, realistically. All right. So you press that, you press submit. If everything works well, you'll be brought to a screen that's blue that says this is what it is. If everything doesn't work well, you'll be brought to this screen, which just tells you that you need to try again. Sometimes when we do this, it does work. You have to make sure your cookies are enabled or not. But let me try on a private screen, a private browser again. But it's the same process. You just go to the page and then you apply. Let's see, I'll switch just to the screen real fast. All right. So Career Compass right at the top, application. Yes, I attended the weekly rundown. Here's the code. Press that and then submit. And that's what you're looking for, folks. You're looking for this. And so when you come down here, you have to fill out this tab. Make sure you fill it out. Still didn't update that LinkedIn thing. Don't worry, Tom. Every time I see this, I'm reminded, but I gotta write it down. But make sure you put your full LinkedIn in here. Everything in here, they're going to do an email verification. So make sure that you have check your email for your email verification. It will go to your spam folder. The stuff that we ask you is not specifically related to us sharing your information. This is only for sponsors that are interested in understanding what our demographics are. So we will tell somebody rather than your personal information, we say, hey, we have, about 80% of our community is between the ages of 30 to 50. All right. And then we say their ranks are between this and this. All right. And so we don't share information. We don't give out your information. No one has access to your information. No company can pay us to get access to your information. Just know that all this stuff is just based off of us using this to help you out. If you are interested in a role, put your information in here. We'll help you identify different roles. If I have something that comes across my desk, I'll reach out to you and say, hey, this role just came up. If you're interested, reach out and let me know. And then if you're good, I will forward your information over. I've done that to a few people. And I've said help a few people get jobs. I'm at 254, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 before I retire in 2027. All right. So you fill out this information, get good, put your resume in there, make sure that we have that. That way we can kind of see. It only takes you a short time to put a resume in there. If your resume is not ready to go, just give us something that we can work with. That way, like I said, if an opportunity does come across, I can work it and I can look at your resume. That way I don't have to do the back and forth reach out thing. If you're interested in any one of these, you can also click on here to get access to Service Success and Splunk. But obviously we just gave you the Coursera link, or you can put none of the above. If you want to donate, feel free to do so. $1 goes a long way. Like I said, all this money goes directly back to supporting somebody that's in need. I get a lot of messages related to people that are in really bad situations that are trying to figure it out, and they need some help. And so we offer that and assistance related to helping them in their career trajectory. It's not like we give them money just to give them money. We give them money related to other certifications, or if they need a particular thing that's going to really help them get a job, then that's what we do. So we've given out laptops, we've given out obviously cert vouchers and other things. And so anything that can really make a difference, especially if somebody's down on the luck. Then the captions and that authorize and submit, and then that's it. You're done. And it takes us Tuesday, this will get processed. So make sure you have it done before Tuesday at 7 p.m. Make sure you have it done before Tuesday, 7 p.m. because that's when we go in there and start to pull people's and make people's accounts. And then from there, after Tuesday, you should be able to just go to Career Compass. So go back to Career Flow, but our Career Compass, and then log in because your account will be created by that time. So that's the process overall. Nothing too crazy. Really straightforward. But yeah, what questions do you have for me? Michael.
Cecil mentioned to let you know if we need to be ported over to the Career Flow. How you like the via LinkedIn or just letting you know through here?
Yeah. Just message me on LinkedIn and just say you need to be ported over on CareerFlow. And then provide me your email address directly, and I can message the developers to do so.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah. I have to reach out to the actual developers of the company in order to do that. And so that was the only thing. But yeah, I'll do that for sure. All right. Any other questions? Oh, Ken.
For the Coursera, after getting the tickets, is it going to take a time for it to get verified? And how do we apply that to Coursera?
So yeah, the way that it works is once you get the ticket, you get that ticket, and then they'll send you, I believe, a message asking you to verify your military status or your military affiliation. Once you send them that, they will then send you your account access. They will take your email address that you've given them, and they'll say that you have an account, and you can go to your account. It's a fairly straightforward process.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. The most it takes is 2 weeks. So just be patient. Just know that sometimes they just don't respond right away. Ken?
Hey Jason, how's it going? I was
Cool.
after the summit, I was fortunately chosen to be part of the CSM cohort, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I find out when that is, and like, is there like documentation that we have to sign, like the intent to complete or something like that with
Yeah, that
CLR?
will be sent to you in email.
Okay.
So are you in the first one or second one?
Second one.
Okay, yeah, so you got some time. But that'll be in the email. The emails are going out slowly, but the first one should be going out to the group that's about to start their first cohort.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Curry,
Hi Jay, how are you doing today?
doing okay yourself?
I'm doing well. So I had a simple question. I wanted to know, well, I guess could somebody reiterate what the voucher would be for the CompTIA A plus and the courses? I think they had mentioned something like that. That
Did you win a voucher or are you asking
no,
about a voucher? Oh.
no, I'm just inquiring about it. I thought I heard someone say in the chats or somebody wrote in the chats that they had paid for it out of pocket and somebody mentioned like you don't have to, and then here's a link.
Oh, I didn't see that, but I mean you can go to well, who does A plus? PerScholas does A plus, I believe.
Climb higher, Jay. Climb,
And
climb higher. I'll send the link.
oh, and Climb
Climb
Higher. So
higher.
Climb Higher, that's a new organization for me.
Okay, thank
PerScholas,
you.
Climb Higher, and then Empower does A plus. So if you're trying to listen, folks, don't pay for any certification. Just don't do it. There's way too many free resources out there. Way too many. But
Can I
thanks,
ask
Tim.
for this lady here, why do you need to get your A plus?
That's something I would like to get so I can start in technology field.
Okay, now I understand where you're coming from. Again, like he said, don't pay for the A plus. You don't need to earn your A plus. If I was you and you want to get started in technology or move a career to a new career or anything like this, I would just ask you to learn the concepts of A plus and learn the concepts of network plus, and then take the actual course for security plus, and that's the one I would advise you to pay for somehow, either through VetsinTech or Empower or anybody else. Do not waste your money for that on A plus, okay? Because if you were to go on, I mean, again, I'm not a recruiter, I'm not a hiring manager or anything like this, but just by virtue of being in the space and learning about it and studying for this and teaching it and everything like this, just go on LinkedIn and type CompTIA A plus under jobs and see how many hits would you receive versus Sec plus, for example. So it's about ROI. It's about your money and everything like that. Okay, that's in a nutshell. If you want me to expand on it, happy to do so, but hopefully this makes sense.
Thank you.
And what he's getting at, right, is just put one in the chat if you want to get into technology, transition into technology, some type of technology or cybersecurity. Put a one in chat. Right. That's quite a bit of people, right? And you have to understand there are a lot of folks that want to get into tech. The problem is there are different ways to do so, and there's so many different options and opportunities to do so. But a lot of times we focus specifically on the certification because we feel like that's going to help us get through the door. Whereas the experience is more than anything, it means the most. Now, obviously, some jobs do require you to have certifications in order to do the work. But if you have a cert, I'll give you an example. I know someone who has, let's just say, more than their fair share of certifications. And this person is really struggling to get a job because they do not have the experience to coincide with it. Not saying that they're not smart, not saying that they're not skillful or talented. It's just more so they don't have much of the been able to afford the opportunity to work on some projects to do that. And that's what companies really want to see, right? You got to understand, like, if you are trying to break into tech, you're trying to break into tech for the experience, not for the money first, because no one's doing it for the money first. So that may mean you take a job making $14 an hour, $15 an hour, just so that you can get hands-on, help desk, whatever it is, right? And then once you have that job, then you can start focusing on upskilling your skills, right? So that then you can say, I have this job experience, I have this background, and now I'm knocking out these certifications. And then you can switch. Tech is the only community where you can switch your jobs like 6 or 7 times in like 5 years, and it's not crazy. Whereas most other fields, they're like, well, what's going on here? And so understand that, like, before you dive into there's some things that you may need to know. What is it that you ultimately want to do? And don't just say, I want to be a cybersecurity analyst. Don't say, I want to be, you got to be a little bit more specific in the goal of what you want to do. And if you don't know what that is, that's perfectly fine. But you got to find out what that is and what opportunities are out there and touch base with somebody that's currently doing it. And so if you are wanting to go down the software dev route, or you want to go into, cloud computing, use Mill Mentor. Find someone who's doing that and then do an informational interview. What does their day-to-day look like? What are things that you like? What are things that you don't like? And I tell people this story all the time. I thought I was going into coding because I used to do Java and C++ when I first started my career, and I enjoyed it. And then I signed up for this college course for Python, which is like a real dialed in course. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go straight into development. I hate Python. Like, I do not like it whatsoever. And because you could just do so many things and there's no structure. Like, if you can come up with it, you could do it. Whereas Java and all the other coding, like, there's a format, there's a sequence. And so Python for me was totally different. And I based my whole career trajectory on that. And I was like, this is not going to work for me. Now, granted, if I wasn't afforded the opportunity to do that and I went down that route, I would have been stuck. And so that's why you want to do informational interviews, figure out what it is that you do. I did finish the course, by the way, but it's just more so like, I was like, yeah, this is not for me. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Python for those who do enjoy it. But for me, I need a lot more structure. I can't just I don't want, if I can create it, it could like whatever. There's no limitations on Python. And like I said, I need structure to be able to think the process through my head. So understand what that is so that you can get into the job opportunity and the job market. Yes, there are a lot of jobs that are available. Yes, they do have some unrealistic requirements. But if you're not, tapping into either volunteering to learn to get experience or doing something that's allowing you to get experience, and you start with the certs can only get you so far. And then at that interview, they're not looking for someone to train. They're looking for someone that can pick up a problem that they have and solve it. So keep that in mind when you are trying to switch over to tech. It's not hard. We've helped a lot of people do it. But you just got to be prepared on what that journey actually looks like. All right. All right, folks. Well, that is it for today. Oh, we got questions. Sorry. I was just about to drop off. Like, I got you, Akeem. What we got? What we got going on? What's up?
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. My hand has been raised for like 10 minutes. But no, I was the fella that stated that I did do the cert Piata Pocket just purely because I didn't know of you guys beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran, 5 years out now. In the private sector. I was the one that said I did Block and all this other stuff, and you guys are doing an incredible job here. Well, my question for you was, because again, I do agree that certs are not valuable. I'm in the private sector. I use my CompTIA Security Plus, but again, hands-on experience is what really matters, because when I did pivot into the technology consultant role, it was more about experience and like how much value you can bring to the company, right? So I 100% agree with that. Definitely find a mentor, find someone you can leverage to learn a lot of that stuff. But my question for you was, for the CISSP course, do we have to go through I'm forgetting is it the compass thing that you mentioned? Career Compass. Is that how we sign up to try and get the voucher, or is this completely separate?
No, it'd be completely separate. So what you want to do specifically for CSSP, there's only one organization that I know that would fund that. Well, two. What state are you in?
I'm in Maryland.
Okay, yeah. There's only one that I know that would fund that for you, and that is Boots to Books.
Okay.
They have a Boots to Books scholarship for $1,000. Obviously, it comes under that amount, and so you can apply for that scholarship and they'll do it. Now, keep in mind, like I said, they only give out scholarships so often, but I just know a guy who knows a guy. So
O2O does it.
yeah. Say who does it?
O2O, Onward Opportunity.
Oh yeah, no. I thought didn't they stop that? I thought they took that off.
Yes, they took it off, Jay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. If you look, so real talk, O2O used to have like 70 certs on their page, and now you look, it's like half. It's like 40 or 35 on there. So, but yeah, Booster Books is yeah, see somebody they got their Google Analytics cert from them. Booster Books is awesome. Let me put the link for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
That's Booster, and you can just type in Booster Book Scholarship. Yeah. But they are the ones that I would definitely, tap into for that, to be able to pay. Like I said, it's not for your PMP. I mean, you can go through O2O does PMP. They got that for sure. We do PMP as well. And there are a few other organizations that do PMP as well. So, but yeah. All right, cool. Sherpa, am I saying that right?
Yes, Jay. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Yeah. So, I've been regularly attending the sessions and also participated in the summit as well. I just wanted to know, like, the winners. Was it more like randomly selected?
Are you trying to figure out our process for selecting winners?
Kind of. Yeah.
What did you apply for?
Security Plus. Yeah, I recently graduated with a cybersecurity degree, and currently I'm studying for Sec Plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your background in the military? I'm assuming you're in the Army.
Yeah, I was 11 Bravo.
Where's Anwar?
I'm here, man.
What's an 11 Bravo?
11 bank infantry shooter.
Door kicker.
He's a door kicker.
Bullet stopper.
Bullet catcher.
Bullet catcher is crazy. All right, so we got a door kicker that's trying to be a cyber nerd here, right? Is that correct? Trevor, is that you switching over?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, before it was more physical, now it's more digital.
Okay. I respect that. All right, man. I'll send you a cert, but you better put in the work.
I appreciate that, Jay.
All right. Message me on LinkedIn, all caps, today's date, and then just say Sec Plus. Only Sherpa, not any other 11 Bravos.
Got it.
All right. Cool. All right, folks. Well, that is it for us. I think we are good for the day. Have a good one, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next week. I may give out some certs next week. I think we got a few extra ones.
Mr. J, quick question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
So if we didn't get selected, then we just put it in and we just keep reapplying. Is that what you're saying?
Or which one?
For like I didn't get picked for the Scrum Master, so we just keep applying.
Oh no, that is like a once and done. Like that was part of the summit. Yeah, like
okay.
We just so if people don't understand the background. So during that event, we wanted to be able to support the military community the best as possible. But those certs, like I said, certs they're not cheap, and so we end up raising $100,000 to pay for all that. And so that's what we did on the back end. And so I was trying to see how much money can we raise to be able to provide that. And so that's how we were able to help. I know it's like 500, but it's actually way more than that, because some people I gave out certs and I didn't actually include them in the list. But just know if you hear about Act Now Summit 2026, that's probably something that you want to be a part of, because I'm trying to turn it up now. So I'm trying to just get my bearings amongst me so I can figure out what we need to do, take care of those logistics, write SOP for us to do logistics for the certification so that the next year that's not this chaotic. And then, but in terms of certs, I think we will be done giving out certs. I mean, we are done giving out certs. The only ones I'll give out is during the weekly rundown. But outside of that, but yeah, because that's manageable. I can't, but not on a large scale. We won't be. We already give out all our courses and everything that we had to pay for, and the instructors and everything else. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, thanks.
No worries. All right, folks. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Spend time with your family, and I'll check you at the next weekly rundown.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Mr. Judge, can I ask one quick question before you go? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to see how to get a copy of the notes in the chat.
How do we?
Save
save the chat.
Send a email to. Yeah, go to Kevin.
Just go ahead and fill out the form, the LinkedIn form that we've Tom and I have been putting, and you will get the chat, the transcript, and a summary, and a rundown of all the LinkedIn's. It'll be a link to a OneNote that I have, and I think it's a pretty good way of sharing. It's only going to be open for 2 weeks, so you have 2 weeks to connect. That should be enough for everybody. Just looking at the number of people on, so that'll be coming out either probably later today or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fire. I didn't even look. See, these are the type of volunteers we need. Like, honestly, that's crazy, man. Good. Thank you.
Can you tell us the link again?
Kevin is going to share it again. So for everybody, this is my advice. If you are able to, and hear me out, I'm going to just come out of here. So whoever wants to hate on me can hate on me face to face. Again, this is who we are. We're trying to put together this military tribe. Kevin, Tom, and a bunch of other people take on the calls. David, Mohammed, and everybody else take on the call. So if you are able to, I would advise you, if this is your first time attending this, attend on your laptop or desktop. Okay, if you by chance have to attend on your phone or your iPad or your tablet of choice, okay, please keep an eye on the chat. Kevin and Tom are doing an awesome job. Volunteer, nobody asked them to. Again, everybody's coming out here with a soul, all right, to create this form and send the chat and how to build your network in there. Kevin just posted it again one more time. So connect to him. If you get access to your Coursera, take advantage of it. Suck the marrow out of that Coursera subscription for the next year. Okay, you can get access to 5-6 platforms off the top of my head that through other organizations. Like Kevin just shared it earlier. If you want to switch into cybersecurity or a newcomer, or you want to learn, deepen your knowledge, VetSec is another organization full of about, I think right now, at last count, 7,000-8,000 veterans and spouses currently working in cybersecurity, cloud, project management. Some of them are hiring managers. If you want to expand that network as well. Okay. One thing that got shared in the chat a couple of times, some people are moving into this cybersecurity work. Again, understand one thing. This is the reality of 2025. This is not your cyber job market from 2, 3, 4 years ago. All right, now it's a little bit more cutthroat. If you don't know, just go on layoffs.fyi or follow Business Insider or anything like this, and you'll hear the likes of Microsoft. And for God's sake, AWS is starting to fire people. Microsoft is on their 3rd layoff round this year. So what I'm trying to share with that, I get on mentorship calls from time to time with some people. Somebody the other day, friggin', officer, major coming out of the, and other people. Somebody, I'm not gonna talk about the officers, enlisted guy. He's got a master's degree in cybersecurity from UT San Antonio. And he's like, I have to go learn about A+ and Net+ because I don't know anything about that. Again, education is important. Certifications are important. Experience is important. You have to have all of them. Please don't tell me you have a master's in cybersecurity if you do not know what a motherboard is or virtualization. You should take it off of your resume now also. Again, this is just my advice, and you can talk to ChatGPT about this or anybody else. If if somebody's going to tell you what's the network flow. I had this question one time. If you want to send an email from your computer, how would your recipient receive it? They just want to know if you understand the network flow, and it's like, how would you secure it if I was to hire you? Again, these are the type of questions that you have to contend with. If you don't know how to explain it, don't say you have a master's degree in cybersecurity. Okay? Trying to be real with you. I teach some cyber stuff at a university. I have some of my students who say a couple of them, a term I just ended. I just finished teaching a course about CSSP. And one of them is like, my 2025 goal is to obtain my CSSP by the end of December. The student is 19 years old. First course in IT. Okay? And I was like, who actually asked you, advised you to start your college career with the CSSP course? A, you're not going to get the cert. B, you need other background knowledge. I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit too harsh, okay? All right. Some people I teach, about Security Plus. One person I was teaching, talking about private IPs and public IPs. The person stopped me one time and was like, what is an IP address? I'm like, please, I'm happy to teach you. We're happy to, even on a mentorship call, happy to tell you, but if I ask you, hey, go on and study for this, and you're like, I don't got time, I need to pay bills. I understand, I empathize. I'm not being an asshole here. Okay? You might not want to hear that from me. You might hear that from somebody else who's going to be interviewing you and not give you the job. You might need a patch job. Okay? Antoine, I know you're nodding. I assume you're agreeing on some type of level with me or something like that. Can you share? I don't know if you want. I don't know if you're in the industry or moving into or whatever.
So a lot of what you're talking about right now is 100%. It's the absolute truth. I come from I've got experience as a help desk technician. I've got certs. I've got an associate's. I'm pursuing my bachelor's. I'm in a boot camp. I'm doing everything I can right now, and it's needed. Those are the types of questions that you're going to be asked, and they don't care about. They really don't care about education. The focal point right now is, what can you do? Can you fulfill this role for us? Can you perform these duties? This is what we need. This is what we're looking for. This is what we want. And that's it. So there is no from my personal experience, there is no training right now from what I'm seeing. I'm applying for everything from software development to professional business analysts, SOC analysts. So I mean, they want to know if you can perform those duties for certain.
Again, there's different platforms. Me and Jay, we have been doing this for like 3+ years, holding this weekly calls. All right. There's a bunch of things I could be doing with these hours here. Nobody's paying me to do this. Jay, nobody's paying him. We don't get no feedback, no money, no nothing. We're talking about this. And some people who have been here for like 4 or 5 weeks or 5 months or 6 months. I mean, Esther and I see a bunch of names that keep repeating, because we're trying to just help each other. Kevin Dessler, some people were asking earlier about what is MilMentor. All right. MilMentor is a mentoring platform. All right. If you, instead of you jumping on LinkedIn, all right, and trying to talk to somebody, a stranger, just, and say, hey, can I please have a virtual coffee with you? Yes, some of them will do, especially if they're veterans. But MilMentor is at the fingertips of your little keyboard. All right, you get on there, and if somebody does not know what a MilMentor is, please just go on Google and just type in MilMentor, or better yet, just get on ChatGPT and say, I heard about MilMentor. What is it? I'm sure they're gonna tell you about it. MilMentor is a mentoring platform. You don't have to go seek out people. Please, can I get on a virtual coffee with you or something like that? You have people who want to give out of their time to provide feedback. Kevin is such a person. David Mohammed is such a person, and I'm sure a bunch of Jay. I haven't been on the platform recently. I don't know how many people have signed up as mentors. If you can tell us from the back end, at least maybe 100, 200. Who cares? Even if it's 2 people, Kevin and David, freaking connect with them, man.
There's about 1,200.
1,200 mentors in different facets of life at different levels. Get on veteransec.org. Okay, there's a Slack channel there where you can talk about politics to a certain degree, but then there's like cyber intel, cloud, artificial intelligence, and whatnot. Somehow somebody is out there doing something you aspire to become. All right, software engineer, cybersecurity guy, GRC dude, manager of something, VP of something, whatever. Okay, take advantage of it. We have this affinity card. Remember, you hear of the ring knockers? You have this affinity card right now called a veteran or a military spouse. Okay, please take advantage of that. Sharita, you have a question?
No, I don't have a question. I wanted to thank you all for this platform. It's absolutely amazing. But I wanted to speak a little bit about Male Mentor. So I only learned about it at the summit, and I will tell you, it has been a wealth of information for me. The one thing that I love about it is that I remember I got on a call with one particular mentor, and I'm trying to hurry up and say what I needed to say because I'm like, oh, I only have 30 minutes, and so let me say it fast. And she told me, slow down, Sharita. It's okay. We can do an introduction this time, and then you can go back on my calendar, and we can talk again. So I'm saying that to say that platform is free. And you can get in touch with those mentors as many times as you want to. They are there. They want to help. They are just absolutely amazing. I will say this. If you get a mentor that does not have the information that you need, go back on there and sign up for another mentor. There's actually mentors on there who have companies that want to hire veterans. So please, you all, use that platform. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to ACNEL for telling me about it. I'm in government contracting, so I'm not per se job seeking. I'm actually looking for federal contracts, but I found some people on there who can help me, so I'm just happy. I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
No, that's
Appreciate
awesome.
you.
And that is the reason why we created Mill Mentor, to be able to help people connect and find opportunities. So thank you for sharing that.
So again, it's not about IT and cyber, because before, me and Jay, we used to get some flack. It's like, oh, all you talk about is IT and cyber. No, there's other people out there who dependent, this is what me and Jay would know. But then there's others here you could connect to. Somebody one time, he was a ukulele player, and she was a flute player in the army band, and she did the ukulele on the back, and she's like, hey, I want to get out and open up my own music studio teaching ukulele. All right. And she said she connected with somebody who's he's got his own music studio, giving music lessons, and helped her with the business plan and blah, blah, blah. All right. So you never know who you find out there. You want to become a truck driver, you do. We had a call one time, here, a military spouse was a nurse for 15 years. She's like, I'm tired of the hospital environment. I want to switch into IT. And there was another nurse who did the transition. She was a nurse for 19 years and did that. She's like, hey, connect with me and I'll show you how to do it, girl. She's like, thank you so much. And I'm sure now she's doing whatever. Again, it's about taking advantage of these resources and pace yourself and be good on yourself. Okay? That's all. Any last opinions before we close this call? I appreciate everybody being here. Any last thing? David Mohammed.
Yes.
Who's somebody was saying something?
I just said happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Thank you very much. I posted the code again one last time in case anybody missed it. David, any parting words of wisdom, man?
Oh, sure. If you save the chat, I did put 3 resources in there for Notebook LM. 2 written tutorials and 1 on YouTube. That's very good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We shall see you next Saturday. All right.
Thank you.
Come up with your questions and come up with your motivation and everything. And happy to be here with everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Hey, Jay, and I just want to say, if there's any way that I can be of assistance to you all, please let me know, okay? I'm Sharita Chandler, by the way. I did put that information in the chat, but yeah, I would love to help out any way I can.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We appreciate you. One last parting word. I'm sorry if I say this again, Sharita and everybody else. Yes, we might have some need or anything like this, but the one thing I could share with you, maybe right now, if you attend these and you identify a need that we might not see, go ahead and put a process together and help out. We will not stifle you. Like Kevin Dessler and Tom Margrave and things like this, if they just show up and start collecting all this stuff, the LinkedIn and, connections and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and share it with you. Go ahead. So they identify the need. Okay. That's what I would advise you as well for now. Okay.
Yeah. There's several needs out there. One of them is the URLs. I wrote a Python script to validate all the URLs that Jay's talking about for the resource. And now we need to go out and validate that and stuff like that, which somebody named Rick, I heard Jay's working on. So, that kind of stuff's out there. And I'm just doing it on my own. I'm not doing because Jay told me or Anwar told me. I just did it. One, it's expertise. It gives me experience doing something that maybe I might need in my future career. So these type of things might be beneficial for somebody learning how to do Python or something like that. So, all right.
Awesome, everyone. Glad to have you guys here. Nice, awesome session again. As always, we shall see you next week.
Thank you for tuning in to the Act Now Education podcast. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And visit actnoweducation.org for free resources and career tools. Until next time, educate, empower, achieve.